Carol Ben Moshe. Nice name. All right. We are actually holding a little bit behind the Daf on the bays, 8 lines from the bottom, 7 lines from the bottom. Michti hayu l'rotzon imri fi. We say every day at the end of Shemona Esrei, my word should find favor by Kodesh Baruch Hu. Mashma lebesoif u'mashma mikara. Why did Chachamim choose to put it at the end of Shemona Esrei when they could have put it in the beginning of Shemona Esrei? These words that I'm about to say should find favor. My time is Berachos. Why after Shemona Esrei? Let me mikara. Rabbi Yehuda bereder of. Oh no. Oh, here it is. I found it. Baruch Hashem. What's going on now? A new phone? All right. Do I have to start from the beginning of this year?
It was from the beginning of this year.
Oh, it was. Okay, that was quick. Yes, thank you. Says the Gemara. What we have to understand is that the reason why we have Shemona Esrei, why do we have 18 brachas? They correspond to the 18 prokim of Tehillim in the beginning of Tehillim. Says the Gemara. Omer Rav Yehuda bereder of Shimon Pazi Hoyel v'le'amar David Elo l'achar Shemona Esrei parshiyos. Since this pasuk occurs in after 18 prokim, lefichot takinu Rabbana l'achar Shemona Esrei brachas. As the Gemara Hanit Hamnisrei Sha'esrei Avion. The Yila Ratzon is at the end of Perik Yutes. Says the Gemara, Ashriya ish v'lo merakshu. The first 2 prokim of Tehillim, lo merakshu goyim. Lo merakshu goyim is referring to Mechemes Gog and Magog, as we're going to see soon. Chad parshi. The Gemara is going to prove that this is one parsha. Why is it divided in 2? We'll also see. But the first 2 prokim of Tehillim are actually one, and therefore Yila Ratzon is in Perik Yud Ches, not in Perik Yud Tes like we think. I am going to be speaking a little bit quicker than usual because we have at least, 1,500 words here, maybe more, maybe close to 2,000 words. So we have very few, less than the usual amount of time even. Zog the Gemara, lefichot takinu Rabbana l'achar Shemona Esrei brachas. How many times did it Ashri ish, fine. Domer Rabbi Yehuda bereder of Shimon Pazi. Me'ah v'sholish parshiyos Amar David. David said 103 prokim. V'lo yomar hallelujah ad sherobim v'palosim shurashayim. He only said the word hallelujah after Barchi Nafshi. That's how Barchi Nafshi finishes it. What parak is Barchi Nafshi? 103. Shenemar yitamu chatoim in haaretz v'shoy oideinam Barchi Nafshi Hashem hallelujah. As the Gemara, Hani me'ah v'sholish me'ah v'arba avin. If you look inside, even today, open up the Siddur, it's capital Kuv Dalid, not Kuv Gimel. In order to understand that it's really in Perik Kuv Gimel, not in Kuv Dalid, you have to say that the first 2 prokim, Ashri Ish, the Lomarakshu, are considered one. So why is it divided? Why did they divide it into 2? They explained because later on when they added another bracha to Shemona Esrei, now we have Yutes bracha to Shemona Esrei. So to correspond to the Pirkei Tehillim, they had to chop the first parak into 2. Kol parsha shoyse chaviva al David, any parsha that David HaMelech loved, pasach bo ba'ashrei, v'siyim bo ba'ashrei. How many prokim do we have like that start with Ashrei and end with Ashrei? 1. So you only loved 1 parak. Zog Taisvis. If you look inside, what he means to say, anytime it starts with a word and ends with a word, that means he loves it. Like Ashrei that we say every day, the first word of Ashrei, the real first word in the parak is Tehillah. And what's the last word? Not Vanachnu Nevarchka, but Tehillah. The last pasuk, tough. Zog the Gemara. Story time. There were bad guys that lived, that were in the neighborhood of Meir, and they bothered him a lot. So what do you do if somebody bothers you? You kill them. So he davened, they should die. Bruria, his famous wife, told him, "My daitach, you probably she's a Talmid Chachama. She already understood where he's coming from. So she said, I have a pircha to what you're thinking. You're probably thinking Mishum d'chsiv yitamu chatoim David HaMelech davened that the chatoim, you could read it chaitim or whatever, but he davened that the bad should disappear. Michsiv chaitim doesn't say the sinners chatoim ksiv, the sins should disappear. V'oid, and not only that, shafel l'sefer l'kra. Go to the end of the pasuk. Urushoy oid einam. Even the itamu chatoim, since there's no more sins, urushoyim oid einam. So therefore, there's no more urushoyim. Doesn't mean that the urushoyim were dead. You should daven for them. They should do tshuva. How do you daven? It's Yerushalayim. Hakol b'dei shamayim chutz miYerushalayim. Urushoyim oid einam. So in fact, he davened for them, and he did tshuva. No answers today, only questions. What are you looking at me? You want to know the answer to the Marshal's question? No, look in the Marshal. The min was trying to start out with Bruya. It says in the Pasuk, Siv, Rani Akara lo yolada. He's talking about Yerushalayim. Should sing Akara. Desolate. She doesn't have children. She's barren. So why is that a song? Why do you sing if somebody doesn't have children? Mishum de lo yolda Rani. Amrlei Shatyo. Show to what you are. Shafei l'sefer the crow. Go to the end of the pasuk. D'chsiv ki rabbi b'nei shemema mibnei beula amar Hashem. That in the time of the geula, there's going to be many more. She's going to give birth. She's going to give birth. She's going to have so many more descendants than the goyim, than Edom. Elamaya kara lo yolada. So that was a pshat that she can't have children. Rani Knesset Yisrael. Sing the Knesset Yisrael Shadoim Elisha Hakara Shelo Yolda Banim LeGehenim Kevasaychu. You guys go to Gehenim because you're a bunch of minim, but our children don't go to Gehenim. We're talking about minim now. Ksiv Mizmah LeDavid Bevarchav Bnei Shalom B'noi. Perek Gimel into Hillim talks about how David HaMelech ran away from his own son. Uchsiv LeDavid Michtam Bevarchav Bnei Shaul B'Ma'ara. And Perek Nun Zayin, way further down the line, talks about David running away from Shaul, hiding in the cave. Hi Ma'asav Bereisha. What came first? Lichti Ma'asav Shaul Bereisha. So the question is, Lichti Bereisha, the story of Shaul should be before the story of Avshalom. Omar Le, Atun Deloy Derishn Smuchim Ka'ashiluchu. You guys have a problem because you don't understand the concept of Smuchim. Smuchim is if you have two psukim, two words, two parshiyos next to each other, you do some sort of drasha. There's a reason why the Perek Gimel comes after Perek Beis. And where do we see this concept? It's talking about Torah, and you see the concept of Smuchim. Perek Gimel, the Parshas Goy, which is Perek Beis. How is it possible the concept of Goy is going to rebel against the Kodesh Baruch Hu? Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make sense that a son will try to kill his own father, kick him out of the castle. Elahava. You see, Avshalom did it. And that's why Perek Gimel comes after Perek Beis. The famous pasuk we say on Friday night. She opened up her mouth with wisdom, with chachma, with Torah's chesed al shayna, and the Torah of chesed, of kindness, is on her tongue. This is referring to his father David. He was in 5 different worlds, and he said Shira. Rashi says it's talking about that he had Ruach HaKodesh later on in life. It doesn't mean when the Gemara is going to say that in his mother's stomach, he didn't say Shira when he was in there. Later on, he reflected on the fact that he was in his mother's stomach, and he said Shira. Everybody says, from the Hasidim to the Litvaks, they all say that this is referring to the 5 worlds of Nefesh, Ruach, Neshama, Chayav, Chida, the 5 worlds. Darbe Me'imai, that's Nefesh. That's when the Uber gets its Nefesh. He was in his mother's stomach. V'amashira, Shenemar, Baruchi Nafshis Hashem, V'chol Krovai, my innards, Hashem Kodesh. Yotzalav Oilam, once he came out, that's already Ruach. He looked up and he gazed at the stars. He realized that we're in a world that we don't even understand. Baruch Hashem kol tzvav. everything, all the tzvah. Yonak mishdei imo, he nursed, v'nistaka with that deo, v'omashiro. Why? Shenema borchi nafshis Hashem, v'altishkechi kol gmulov. My kol gmulov, omer abavo, sh'asa lo dadim b'mokim bina. Human beings are built differently than all animals. Animals, they nurse right next to the erva, a mokim tinoifes. It's disgusting. A woman, it's by her heart. What's the reason? That the baby shouldn't be caused to look at the erva. That he shouldn't have to nurse from a dirty place. The Vilna Gaon says this refers to the Gedusha that Klal Yisrael has. The two things of Gedusha. We have Gedusha when it comes to Arayis and Gedusha when it comes to Achila. And these are the two things referring here. We see it later on in the Gemara as well in a different thing completely. He saw the downfall of the Rishayim, meaning the Yitzhahara, Va'omar Shira. And this is the Chaya. Shenemar Yitamu Chatam in Haaretz, Urishayim Oideinam, Baruch Nafshis Hashem, Hallelujah. Nistaka B'yom HaMisa, which is the fulfillment, the shleimus of a person's neshama, and that's neshama Va'omar Shira. What?
Is that he died?
No. So that's what I'm saying. He had Ruach HaKodesh at a point in his life, nothing to do with the day of his death. It could have been 20 years beforehand. And it could have been 20 years after he was born. He said Shira on when he nursed. He didn't say Shira when he was nursing. Chisamesim. Okay. The Shleimus. Huh? So he's saying it could have been, he said it then also. Yeah, there's Tanoim that say that they remember the day when they were born. But Rashi says at a time that he had Ruach HaKodesh.
That's the distinction between humans and animals, not between Yidden and Goyim.
Right. So, where do you see the distinction between Yid and Goyim? We're saying Shira HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Saying that Shira, look how beautiful HaKadosh Baruch Hu created a human being. Just by looking at a human being, we are built differently. All animals of the world, an elephant, a tiger, all animals have a certain way that they're built. They nurse a certain way. Actually, an elephant, I just realized, is in the front. In the safari, I just realized that. Yeah, sure, Avada.
Monkeys are like humans.
Monkeys, okay. But monkeys are humans. They started as human beings by Dora Flaga. Fine. Zog the Gemara, not like you thought I was about to say. Oh, wow. Monkeys and elephants, I just realized that, are from the Dara Flaga. And I want to see if that's, because I remember in the safari, that's where they nursed. It was by the front feet. Los Angeles and Detroit watching. Shout out to Los Angeles and Detroit. What? Only on those two you say Mishana Bris. Wow, unbelievable. Okay, makes a lot of sense now. Yigvaon is a lashon of Misa. Zog the Gemara. I want to just. We're in a big rush, but a quick. I was at a beautiful siyum for Nachman Seltzer. He sits next to me every day, and I just want to say quickly. This is the first siyum of Shas that I went to that I could say that I know for certain that he said every single word in Shas. He's the word checker, the official word checker. I know he said every word. I see he marks, he says, and it loud too. Rav Shimon Bar Ukva, Ba'amir Bar Ukva, Abishchich Kameder Rav Shimon Pazi, Vav Mesader So Mazel Tov. Halavai on everybody. We should all finish Shas together. Vav Mesader Gata Kameder Rav Shimon Ben Levi. Rav Shimon Pazi is famous for Zagata, and he's saying it in front of Rav Shimon Ben Levi. Omar Lei Ma'idich Siv Borchi Nafshis Hashem V'Chol Krovai. So he understood by mistake that he was asking him, what's the pshat in the Chol Krovai? My innards. Hashem Kachai. So luckily he made that mistake, and that's why we have this Gemara, because he went on a tangent on Chol Krovai. Once he realized the mistake, he answered that also. So we have two things going on here. Amalei Bayrei. Shleikim means HaKadosh Baruch Hu means Basav Adam. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is different than humans. Means Basav Adam Tzor Tzura Gabe Koisel. You have an artist, he draws something on a wall, Ve'ene Yochol, La'otel. Oh, Reb Gershon Ben Moshe is here. So the shir is sponsored. L'Refuas, the Hatzlach and the surgery of Chaim Zalman ben Chaya Shena Esther Perel. When you name your kid, you should try to chop some names off, so it's easier for the whatever. Sorry, say as many names you want, but we charge by the name. I don't care what your father does. We charge by the name. Right? A person draws a picture on the wall. Of course, he can't do anything with it. He can't add anything. He can't put a kishka in there. So the Gemara uses lashon tzur. My ain't tzur kelikenu, ain't sayar. There's no artist like HaKadosh Baruch Hu. That he could draw, he does unbelievable, beautiful things within our body. My came biltecha. We changed the word a little bit. Omer Rabbi Yehuda bar Menashe, Atikir came biltecha, elo, ein levaloisecha. Shaloi ke midas HaKadosh Baruch Hu midas basav adam. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is different than all artists. Midas basav adam, maisi adam mevalim, oisoi. If a person creates a table, the table will outlive him. HaKadosh Baruch Hu mevalim maisav. HaKadosh Baruch Hu outlives all his creations. Omer lei, no. You're talking about v'chol krovai. I know. I was referring to the 5 Baruch Nafshis that we referred to before. Keneged mi Amar and David was referring to Amar and El Keneged Baruch Hu Keneged Neshama. I have a chart, but it's not negeya. Here, you hold up the chart. This 5 resemblance Hakadosh Baruch Hu to the Neshama. Wrong one. That's this one. We finished that one. We go to this one, also not necessary, and especially when in a rush. Yes, what do you want? Hi, Rabbi Ben Zev. Any mention is $100. You can't just. Avi's dying here. That's for free. HaKadosh Baruch Hu fills the entire world. Meloi Cholar's Kavoidoi, the Neshama fills the entire body. HaKadosh Baruch Hu Royev Eni Nira. HaKadosh Baruch Hu sees and you can't be seen. Av Neshama Royev Eni Niras. HaKadosh Baruch Hu Zonis Kol HaOlam. HaKadosh Baruch Hu sustains the entire world. Kol Kuloi Av Neshama Zonis Kol HaGuf. The Neshama sustains the body. Right? You take the Neshama out, the body dies. HaKadosh Baruch Hu Tar. Av Neshama Tar. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is pure. The Neshama is pure when? The second that comes into the body, maybe a second later, it's not so pure. This I don't understand 100%. When HaKadosh Baruch Hu sits within the rooms, room within room, after Neshama Yeshev b'chadri chadarim. Human being that has the Neshama within him, you should be Mishabech HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Don't tell me I have 10 minutes left. Mi HaKadosh Baruch Hu, we're going to a beautiful story of Chizkiyahu and Yeshayahu. Mi HaKadosh Baruch Hu sheyideh lasis pshara ben shnei tzaddikim. Who's like a HaKadosh Baruch Hu who knows how to make a compromise between 2 great tzaddikim, ben Chizkiyahu and Yeshayahu. Chizkiyahu is the king, Yeshayahu is the Navi. Chizkiyahu amar leisi Yeshayahu gaboy. I have a halachic problem. I'm a king. I can't go to Yeshayahu. You see that the Navi went to the king. I have another halachic problem. I need the king to come to me. The king went to the Navi. Unfortunately, Chizkiyahu got really sick. I'm commanding you to go be Yeshayahu had a lot to tell Chizkiyahu. He wanted to give him Musar, but he couldn't get there. Now he had a reason to go there. Remember this. His name was Ben Amoitz. You're going to die. A double lashon. You're not going to live. What's the double lashon? You lost your Elam Hazeh, and you lost your Elam Haba. Why are you exaggerating? What did I do so wrong? You never got married. I know I'm going to have Menashe, huge Rasha, tremendous Rasha, biggest Rishaim. I don't want to have him. The famous line that I have a very hard time memorizing. Why do you get involved in HaKadosh Baruch Hu's business? Let him do his thing. You're mechuyev to do Viribya. You do your thing, he'll take care of your thing. Whatever you're commanded to do, you must do. And let HaKadosh Baruch Hu do his thing. You know what? You give me Musar, so give me your daughter. I'll marry her. Together our schusim we'll save the gzeira of having Menashe. It's too late. You're going to die. Ben Amoitz. Finish up your nevuah and get out of here. This is what I have a Messiah from David HaMelech. It's never too late. You could always daven HaKadosh Baruch Hu, even if the sword is right on your neck. Here's the pasuk. What the problem with the pasuk is, if you look in the side in the Gemara, it doesn't bring it correctly. This is the real pasuk with the red. I'm not going to daven. But the Gemara darshans it, lo yayachel. I am going to daven HaKadosh Baruch Hu. It's a huge nafkamina. It's the opposite pshat. It's kriya ksiv kind of. What?
I didn't say the king's question. It just says,
Where? Oh, you mean why? What? But at the end he accepted the Musar.
why did he have to go?
Why did Elisha have to go to Chizkiyahu?
No, why? Because he had a question. He said in the beginning.
Yeah.
So what was the question?
Who had a question in the beginning?
The king had the question.
Oh, you mean what?
The Gemara doesn't
Doesn't answer what the
doesn't answer what Chizkiyahu's question was. It's irrelevant. It's moot.
Where's the question? I'm missing something. He didn't. He felt he shouldn't go to the Navi.
Why did he have to go to him? He's saying, why did he have to go to him? 'Cause he had a
No.
question.
Oh, I don't know why.
The Gemara doesn't say.
No, it's to visit. Stam, you're supposed to go visit a Navi maybe. I don't know. You're saying, I don't know if there was a specific question. All right, we're doing. Amud Beis is always shorter and easier, even in Agadta. Omer Chanan, afilu bal hachaloyma isoymer loy. Even if the malach or shed will tell you, and it's a true shadim usually lie, but if they tell you that it's imminent, death is imminent. Omer loy ladim lamachu meis al yinatz mirachamim. It's never too late. Shenema ki b'roiv chaloyma va'avolim udvarim harbi es Elokim yirah. You should fear Hashem. Miyad, says the Gemara, Chizkiyahu v'yasev Chizkiyahu ponav el akir. We had this pasuk before, v'yispal Hashem. Chizkiyahu took the Musar. And what do you do when you have Gzeir Ra? And the Cherev Chadam Menachat Zavar Shel Adam, v'yispalel. And guess what? It helped. My kir, where do you go? We learned kir before that nothing should be between you and a wall, not even a bed. The Gemara learns, what's a kir? Amar b'shem ben Lakish mekiroi sliboy. The walls of his heart. Shenemar mei achila. Kiroi slibi begoimer. He cried out from his heart. Rabbi Levi Omar aliski akir. You see the concept here, and you see it a few times in the Masechta and Shas. It's a lot better to daven HaKadosh Baruch Hu instead of saying, Hashem, please give me this and this. If you come with a good logic to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, it works a lot better. Omar the fun of Rebbeinu Shloim. Umashu namis. These are shunamis, the story we're going to see in greater length on today's daf. She lived in Shunam, and every time Elisha passed by her house, she let him stay by him. She gave him a chair, a bed, she treated him nicely, she built a wall for him, and then her son died, and Elisha did Tchias HaMesim. Says the Gemara, all she did was one small wall. What did she give already? And there's Tchias HaMesim, Avi Abba, Shloim HaMelech, Shechipos HaHeichel, Kule B'Kasef V'Zav. Look what my grandfather did for you. Allah has come v'kama. Baruch Hu, please save me in the merit of my grandfather Shlomo. Zecharna es asher salachti lefanecha be'emes, and also remember what I have done for you. Be'emes u'belev shalem v'atoy b'necha sisi. I davened, I did all the right things at the right time. My v'atoy b'necha sisi. Omer Rav Yehuda Omer Rav shesamach geula l'tefila. Again, the Gemara makes a huge deal out of this geula l'tefila. Still don't understand it completely. Tosfos does ask it, like, what's the big deal? And he says, oh, it's talking about on Amud Beis, on Tes Amud Beis. It's talking about Vesikin, but also today everybody does Gula Tefillah. You look at your watch, you know what Vesikin is. You do Gula, then Tefillah. Okay.
Someone told me a pshat yesterday.
Yeah. What's the pshat? Mendy has a pshat.
When it comes to tefillah, there's anivus in it. When it comes to other things, sometimes there could be a lot of gaiva in it. But when it comes to tefillah, it's
But what's the shaykhis to Geula to Tefillah? He's saying that Tefillah has anivos and other things. Okay, so but what's Geula? I'm saying, what's the Maila of saying Gal Yisrael and then Dami Shmones and not making a hefsek? Doesn't everybody in our generation do that? So the Gemara is going to discuss that in a second. He's mentioning himself. Rabbi Levi Omar Shigona Sefer Trufos. What was the great deal? What he did? So says Rashi, there's a book of medicinal remedies. You take this grass, it cures cancer. You take this and it cures that. He took it and buried it. Why? So that people should daven HaKadosh Baruch Hu. What's the whole point in a disease? That you should daven HaKadosh Baruch Hu. The Rambam argues very strongly, and he says, oh, so maybe I should take away everybody's food, and they'll all start davening. They should have a sandwich. If it's a basic thing that can cure, why take away their Advil, their basic stuff? Okay, but this is natural stuff he's saying. So therefore, the Rambam and a lot of Rishonim learn that's not natural stuff. It was more like on the Kishuv side. Shlomo Melech put it in to show how the world works, but they never used it. And when people started using these homeopathic, I don't know what it is, exactly what it is, but different kind of stuff, then that's what he was going to. Anyways, Machlokes Rishonim here, exactly what the Sefer Refuah says. Tana Rabbanan. Shisha dvarim asa Chizkiyahu HaMelech HaShleisha Hoydolei B'Hashleisha Lo Yehoydolei. Chizkiyahu HaMelech, the Chachamim agreed to 3 out of the 6 things that he's done. Ashleisha Hoydolei, which one's going to Sefer Refuah is Hoydolei? They were in agreement for burying it, so people should daven. Kitas Nechash HaNechoishes V'Hoydolei, the snake, the copper snake that Moshe Rabbeinu made in order to stop the Magefa. But then Klal Yisrael started worshiping it, not realizing it came from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. They were worshiping it itself. He broke it up. Gir Atzmi Sof. This is a huge one. His father Berachos was a big Rasha. So instead of giving him the proper kavod and putting him on a bed of gold, he took him and put him on a bed of ropes. Dragged his body in the street to show people. Even my father, I'm dragging him in the street. This is what happens to someone that's Ovid Zara. They're in agreement with it. This is amazing. The enemy is coming, so what do? Stop the supply of water. They'll all die of thirst. Chacham were upset. Kadosh Baruch Hu promised that he's going to take care of our city. He's not going to let them break into the city. Let Kadosh Baruch Hu deal with it. You don't have to stop the water. It's a chisaron and bitachon. Again, when Secherev came, so what? Kitzatz. He chopped off the doors of the Beis Hamikdash with golden doors in order to pay up the enemy. Again, you have to have bitachon. Iber Nisan ben Nisan v'lo hoydoloi. He did another month, the 13th month of the year, in Nisan. Everybody knows that once it's Nisan, you can't do an Iber yard. An extra month goes in Adar, not in Nisan. Zen Nisan v'nachar Nisan. You can't do a double Nisan. You're right, it was in Adar. He did it on the 30th day of Adar. Now the 30th day could go each way. It could be part of Adar. It could go into Nisan. Since it's available to be part of Nisan, you shouldn't do Iber Shana on that day. You should do it earlier in the month. Chizkiyahu held that he doesn't care that much about Hayil. I want to make it another. It's again when he took over. He just became the king. They were all Ovid Avodah Zarah. He brought them back to Yiddishkeit, and he wanted everybody to be Zoicha and bringing the Korban Pesach. So he decided to add another month. He did it at the wrong time. He should have done it earlier in the month, not at the 30th day. And Chacham didn't agree with him. Rabbi Yochanan, Rabbi Yossi ben Zimra, that's what you're asking. If a person comes to HaKadosh Baruch Hu and says, "Look at me, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, I did this and this and this. Don't I deserve a refuah shleima?" It's not that good. So if you're lucky, they'll say, "I don't care about what you did, but yes, your forefathers did something great, and I'll give you maybe a schus in their honor." But if you're an anav, you go back to your forefathers or somebody else, then they could use your schusim. Moshe used the word of Avram in the schus of Avram Avinu. Fine. HaKadosh Baruch Hu did it lulei Moshe because of Moshe. That's why he wasn't mashchis. Chizkiyahu told him b'schus like we just said. I did it. Asher salachti lefanecha. Look what I did for you. Told him b'schus acherim. Shenemar v'ganoisi leir azois leishir lemani leman David Avdi. His grandfather's schus, not his schus. It's bitter, bitter. When HaKadosh Baruch Hu told Chizkiyahu, I'll give you another 15 years to live. Marullah, it was still bitter. It was bittersweet. He gave him a great besur. He's going to live, but you know what? It's not in your honor. It's because of David. Going back to the Isha Ashum Namis, she made a wall for Elisha. Rabbi Shmuel and Machlokes. What did she give him exactly? Did she have an attic that was exposed, and Memela she had to build a roof? She had a big, large room, and she divided it in half. I understand the wall. It's a vertical wall because she had to divide. It's a dividing wall. But if it's an attic My kir, it should say roof. Says the Gemara, shekirua. The word kir, kuf yud reish, is in the word kerua. It means to roof something, and it's used as, it's instead of the word kerua. Instead of a roof, it says kir. Okay, if it's in the attic, it makes a lot of sense, and that's what it says, Elias. It's on the first floor, not on the attic. It's not referring to where it's situated in the house, it's what kind of house, what kind of room did she give? The best room. She gave him 4 things: a bed, a table, a chair, and a lamp. Question, it's a shayla. Do you benefit from somebody? Do you take somebody's gift, or you try not to? If you want to benefit, kill Elisha, and that's why he kind of owed her. That's why he had a daven for his son. Shmuel, he didn't benefit. Now everybody knows. It just the Gemara even starts off Kishmuel Haramasi. Who's Shmuel? He comes from Ramasi. So then why for Ramasa? So why does the Torah say the pasuk says? Kisham Beisai. Shmuel lives in Ramasa. Everybody knows. You ask any kid. Everybody knows that Shmuel lives in Ramasa. He went with a little suitcase. Wherever he went, he pulled out his chair. He pulled out his lamp. He said, "I'm not going to use your stuff." And his little tent. No, his suitcase was his tent. He put it like this. He said, "Yeah." He didn't sleep by anybody. I didn't know that you're a Kaddish. Now I know. Yeah, now I know. Kish, sorry. He didn't know your daddy, and now I know. How did she know? A woman has better perception than a man. Some say because she's in the house more, but we know that women have like another intuition. They have a better intuition sometimes. Kadeshu. How did she know that she's Kaddish? She noticed, just like in the Beis Hamikdash, amazing next. If you think about it, in the Beis Hamikdash, there's shechting hundreds of animals and there's blood everywhere. No fly ever went over the Beis Hamikdash in the Makim Shechita. So she took that and she realized, wait a minute, he's a tzaddik. He's sitting there by the table, there's food, and flies are not coming near. He must be a Kaddish. There was no carry. What's the big deal? Because he was a traveler. Travelers sometimes have carry. Kadeshu. The Vilna Gaon points out again. This is the 2 things of Kedusha. Arayas and Achila. Those 2 things. Carry and Achila. Omer Rabbi Yossi Rabbi Chanina, who Kadosh? He was a Kadosh, who was Sharsai a Kadosh. Shenemar, Vayigash Gechazi Lahatva. Gechazi, it seems like the word Lahatva means in Hebrew, he pushed her. But that can't be the Pshat. Because the pasuk says that Elisha tells her, "Heref mimeno, harpalo, whatever the what's the lashon over here, whatever the lashon of, leave her, let her go." So that means he grabbed her inappropriately. Says Rashi, "But yafa b'dadel." Over lenu tamid. What does it mean? What does tamid mean? He's always here every day, every month. He comes at a certain time, at a specific times. If a person hosts a Talmud Chacham and he gives him from his own belongings, the word tamid, what is it tamid? Elisha came to her house every day. No, it's as if she was makriv a tamid. Okay, now I can slow down. Whew. A person should not stand in a high place, 3 tefachim high. Right? All over Shas, you see, Yored Lateva, the concept of going down to the Amud. Because in the time of the Gemara, the Amud was lower than the rest of the shul. The Kriyas HaTorah was higher, Oila L'Torah, and Yored Lateva. Why? Shenema mimamakim krosicha Hashem. You go down. The Vilna Gaon says, because it says mimamakim, plural. It doesn't say me'emek. You're talking about me. I'm talking about one time. Me'emek krosicha Hashem. Mimamakim is referring to another type of going down when you daven. You shouldn't sit you shouldn't stand on a chair or on a stool like I'm doing right now. You shouldn't do that. Oh, tefillah, okay. It's a shtickle guy with it.
That's standing.
By the way, Rabbi say, if anybody has a ara, the table should be situated, because we didn't know how to put them in the beginning. There was some people wanted to do it like this, straight tables. If somebody has ara, should speak now, because we're ordering the tables. They're all custom made. Oh, our in-house architect has a ara. Who's sitting across the other in-house architect? Robert Links, who designed the building. Okay, geschmack. Fine. No, I'm saying like the tables are a little bit on an angle this way. If it works, does this angle work for you guys? Works better? Okay, good. Okay. No, the reason why, so I'm sitting a little bit higher than everybody else. Like this, I could see Yisrael, Meir, and Barak, and all the guys in the back. Yeah? It works?
Just by tefillah.
Right, no problem.
Okay, but you see there's a concept of gaiva, sitting higher up.
Lexus or something.
Yeah, it's like a Lexus. My wife was out of town for a week. And what car did I drive?
No idea.
Okay. I know the dicker car. The Toyota.
Camry.
Person should down from a lower place. There's no place for gaiva when it comes to davening. Right? A lot of times, people walk into shul and they look for the mizrach immediately. Where's my space? And there's no gaiva. There's no fracks. There's no up hats. Yeah?
הסמיכוס for the גאול או לתפילה זה עניין של הנוכל.
Okay, I don't understand why.
בתפילה זה גן הנוכל, מממקים.
שנאמר מממקים שיחה וכסיב תפילה לעוני כי יעטוף. תפילה עניוס. הנובה. ואומר רבי יוסי ברבי חנינא משום רבי אליעזר בן יעקב המספר לצורך שיכוון רגליו. So we have 3 halachas here when it comes to tefillah. You daven in a lower place, and when you daven, you put your feet together like we do by Shemona Esrei. Shenema v'ragleim of the Malachim, regel yishara. It was one. You should not eat on the blood. What does that mean? Do not eat cake. Do not eat all sorts of stuff before you daven. If you eat and drink and then daven, it's after you had your gaiva, you already satiated yourself with gaiva. All of a sudden, a big tzaddik, kibul of malchus shamayim. Allah, you're allowed to drink water and even coffee, sukkar, ayin sham, sugar, b'chulu. Rabbi Shua Omer Ad Shol Yishoy, some Rabbi Yehuda Omer Shmuel Halacha Rabbi Shua. So we had a machlokes in the Mishnah. When is the Zman Kriya Shema? Is it 3 hours into the day, or what's the other shita? Vasikin is another shita, but what's the first shita? Nates. Nates is the first shita. Nates, we said, is an unbelievable shita. You can only say Kriya Shema. You can only say Kriya Shema of Shachris up to the nets. In other words, all of us missed the boat. But b'diavad you could. But that looks like Rabbi Shua, luckily, so we have 3 hours into the day. And if you say Kriya Shema after the Zman Kriya Shema, you're not allowed to say Birkas Kriya Shema. It's referring to all Birkas Kriya Shema. Say it. You're learning Torah, but what are you saying? The Birkas Kriya Shema have to do with the Kriya Shema. It's already past the Zman. You missed your boat. Says the Gemara, no. It says in the Brisa, okay, like we said in the Mishnah, you get schar like reading the Torah. But you do say Birkas Kriya Shema. So what is it? Yufta de Rav Chisda. This is a bam kasher Rav Chisda to Yufta. Iked Amri. Some say no. That's not Rav Chisda. It's not a kasher Rav Chisda because Rav Chisda agrees to the Brisa. Omer Rav Chisda. Omer Rav Ukva. My lo hifsid brachos. It doesn't mean that you didn't lose the schar of talking in Torah. You didn't lose the fact that you can say Birkas Kriya Shema. When can you say Birkas Kriya Shema? Until Chatzos. Until Zman Tefillah. Whenever Zman Tefillah is. If Zman Tefillah is Chatzos. If it's there's 2 shitas in Zman Tefillah. We'll see. You could say Birkas Kriya Shema. Someone that says Kriya Shema in its proper time has a greater schar than somebody that learns Torah, which we know is the greatest thing. Talmud Torah Keneged Kulam. How do I know this? It says if somebody misses my Kriya Shema, so new, it's not so bad. It's as if he learned Torah. But if he did do it on Zman, it's even better than learning Torah. Have a wonderful day.
אשתו של